Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't uploaded a new video in a while. That's just because, well, I haven't had a lot of time to, and it's been very busy. But I now have some time, and we're now doing a 2025 DVD menu tour of my shelf tour. I thought I'd get this out of the way to knock it out, and if I ever got another new Thomas DVD in the later this year, then I may review that. But this is in chronological order of when all the DVDs of Thomas Friends DVDs came out. So it's not gonna. So it's gonna be a little interesting because we're gonna start off with a different release instead of Thomas Gets Tricked. It's Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I still gotta get the 2020 Blu-ray from Shout Factory. Take a look at that if you want. Pause and read. You got your promo shot there in a white case. Next up, we have Best of James. Again, take a pause and read. One of my favorites, and this is one of the earliest DVDs because it says distributed. It says copyright 2001. Wow, this is an old DVD. Next up is Best of Percy. Just like the Best of James, very nostalgic to me, and I have very fond memories of this one. I love that satisfying clip of the sound. Then we have new episodes of Salty Secret, the first, DVD to have episodic episodes. Not much more to say about this one, other than a very cool pamphlet. Then the next one we have, hang on, excuse me. The next one we have is a throwback, and it's one of the most overrated Thomas Friends DVDs ever. Thomas's Snowy Surprise. Classic artwork, baby, all the way. Let's go. And then the next one we have is Thomas and His Friends Get Along. I got this one back in September 24, and I still like this one because of the color, but two, just the very the case is of strong, sturdy plastic. It's not that cheap stuff that's, very, God bless me, excuse me. It's not that cheap stuff that is common with a lot of 2014 Universal DVDs. And then, also that DVD is just, a great one to have. It can help complete my collection. The next one we have is another nostalgic one for me, and it's a time capsule of what, was going on with Thomas. This is the first and only DVD that has Tom as Michael Angelis as the narrator, and I will admit, I don't really like this very quiet narration, but at least I'll take that, at least, he did, I have them in this one DVD, and I hold some special value because of how precious it is. Oh! Sorry about that. Having a little hard getting these things out. Then we have Steamies vs. Diesels. Was first released for Hit Entertainment. A very interesting release. I think it's one of the best of Season 8. It's complete with a great pamphlet. Next up, we have a double feature, baby. Thomas and the Jet Engine. We're just going to take a look at this one because the discs are essentially the same. At least the inside of this, anyways. Very nostalgic release for me. Love the color. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid. Sorry about that. Open it up, and there it is. And I should also mention this is distributed by Anchor Bay. However, this one is distributed by Lionsgate. And it's the exact same. Although this one has although I've had that one DVD for years, so it's kind of, older. The next DVD we have is Thomas's Sodor Celebration, a very mid-release in a way. I mean, I like the hit extras and the fun DVD features, but a lot of these episodes are very boring, and maybe it's not my style, but I will admit this is just it kind of just pales in comparison and shows how much how much is lost when it comes to these DVDs and how much steam the writers are running out. No pun intended. Songs from the Station. This is the entertainment release, and Lionsgate never touched this one, which is interesting, which is strange. And just like with the last couple of DVDs, very strong and sturdy plastic. This one always made me think it was 4th of July theme because it has the fireworks, and it kind of is in a way. So that's why I always watch it around the 4th of July. The next DVD we have is one of Anchor Bay's best DVDs. James Learns a Lesson, a very, very, very warm release for me. This just feels like it's a cozy release. It's half James focused episodes and half Thomas. This one always made me hesitant to have, since it kind of felt like it took place between September and November. Between that time frame, it kind of felt like it was it was it was taking place during the autumn, and it just felt such a warm release to me, and I just I couldn't help but to feel so cozy with it is the best I can describe it. Then next DVD we have is another older DVD that I've had for years, and it's Percy Saves the Day, another nostalgic one for me. I've had this one for as long as I can remember, for as long as I've been alive. And again, sturdy plastic, and it's also distributed by Anchor Bay, because there's a Lionsgate one, but you can never find that one. That one, Trust Thomas and Salty Secret, you can just never find. We have the second movie is Calling All Engines. Just like Percy Saves the Day, I've had this one for years. Pretty good poster art, although this is the 2009 Lionsgate one instead of the 2005 one, although this does copyright 2005 on it, although it has a Hero of the Rails trailer on it, but whatever. The Universal one is horrible. It takes out every bonus feature, but I will admit, the Apple version is pretty good. It's pretty good. No, and then, sorry if you can hear the TV. I'll turn that down. There you go. The next DVD we have is another time capsule one. It's Tales on the Rails. This was the last VHS. I know it's a DVD, but still, this is the last VHS distributed in any country around the world, and it's the last one that it's the last VHS, and so I like to hold this one up as a special value, and up there it's very high because this has a very important place. The next one we have is Thomas Percy and the Dragon. A very interesting Photoshop job down there at the bottom. Sorry about my messy cut scissor work there. I was just trying to clean that up. Yeah. This was a DVD I've had for a while, and it's kind of been warped a little bit. No pun intended. I don't know why it says entertainment. Very good stories. Again, another cozy one, kind of up there with James Learns a Lesson. It's a very warm DVD is the best way I can describe it. So yeah, the next one we have is another double feature, and it's one of the best DVDs ever. Percy's Ghostly Trick. We're going to take a look at the Anchor Bay one here. Again, very good stories. I enjoy it very much. There's the Anchor Bay logo. Ignore this. I bought this at the Etc. shop back in September, and I just had that, and I didn't know how to get rid of it, so I just kind of kept it. So yeah, squish-up version of the poster and a pamphlet. Now we're also taking a look at this one here, because this is the Lionsgate one, and it does not have a pamphlet. I like to, these DVDs are treasure troves, man. You want to keep them around as best you can. So yeah, very similar to the poster is. This happened recently. That was an accident. And then the next DVD that we have is James Goes Buzz Buzz, but you only have the disc here, so I can't. So, it's it was an accident, but another good selection of stories on here. Once again distributed by Anchor Bay. So, make of that what you will. Okay, everyone, we are almost done with the top shelf. I got the next 4 DVDs here, and we're gonna wrap this top shelf up. Trust Thomas, a very nostalgic release for me. Love the purple. I actually lost the cover to this, so I only had the DVD, and so I didn't know what the episodes on it were like. So I kind of had it was always a surprise when I plopped it in to watch. And I've had this DVD again, just like Percy Saves the Day, for a very long time, but still, not the longest of the time. And then and Anchor Bay finally released the first 7 stories with Thomas Sketch Tricked. Very interesting Photoshop job, I'll give you that. But they do have #1 ever, the first episodes of Thomas. So yeah, just I can't look at this. Distributed by Anchor Bay. The back, very good stories, very good ones, enjoyable. Got some good screenshots. Open her up inside. Poster art and pamphlet. What more can you ask for? Then we have we have our second Christmas release, and it's one of the best ones, Ultimate Christmas. I got this about 2 or 3 years ago, and the disc is a bit worn down because I got it used, so it's hard for it to run. And also this was not me. This was something else, but I don't know how this happened. But it's very worn down here, so it kind of makes it a very fuzzy. So I guess the people who own this, they must have really love this thing to death. But it's okay. Now it's in a better place, and I can make repairs where I need to. Love the color contrast. And disc the squished up version of the poster art, quite literally. If you notice, there are a few breaks in the plastic here and there by accident. Again, old DVD case, old DVD in general. It's okay, but it's gonna be just fine. And finally, for the last DVD of the top shelf, it's Trekside Tunes. I really love this DVD. Again, very nostalgic for me. This is a season 5 one, and it just feels so classic and wholesome. Excuse me. I will admit though, I don't know why Toby's trim is blue. Again, Anchor Bay. Some of the most boring photos ever. I don't even know why it's just so. I can't even. I mean, these are season 8 photos, not even like season 5 or season 6. But what makes up inside is poster art and a pamphlet. So yeah, this is like what, the 4th or 5th time we had a pamphlet. So yeah. But before I move on, I just want to say I always found it weird how they had a couple CDs like Thomas Winter Wonderland, Hop on Board, or this one, but they never did any CGI songs and stories. I guess I don't know why they did that. I guess they may have thought kids would have gotten confused, but I don't know. They could have made a DVD called Songs and Stories. I don't know. Well, they could have done something like that. But I don't know. But it's okay. So I'm going to put these back, and then we're going to move on to the second shelf. We're just going to get this pumped out and knocked out the best to our abilities. So we got the next 4 releases here, and it's Trust Thomas and a Big Day for Thomas. Now, I never had the original Big Day for Thomas, so this is my only way of being able to have it, but I do have this. So it was fun to have, these double features were a fun way, even though the discs get really scratched up, like we'll see in a bit. You got more for your money because you could get whatever you needed or had, and it was a very fun, enjoyable, and it wasn't, horrendous. You have remastered episodes and a bunch of fun bonus features depending on what it was. And I'm really sad that the CGI series never did this. That's what the disc looks like. It's just gray, and you have all your copyright and legal information here. So yeah, a very interesting way, but interesting is fun and quirky is cute. And then the next DVD we have an ingenious move, but by Hit Entertainment and Lionsgate, more so Lionsgate. They made a double feature that it's streamlined my collection and just helped me out, and it was amazing. We have Trust Thomas or Thomas's Trusty Friends and On Site with Thomas. Just an amazing, this helps to cut out that bad Photoshop job. This is an amazing DVD because you got it's the original DVDs with the remastered episodes, and you got it's just the original ones, but it's fun. Yes, you do have the Jack and Act photos, but this was just so cool. I mean, you got, it's just something that, you don't see these days, and it's so, and again, just like Percy Saves the Day, I've had this for years, and it's just one of the most, awesome, DVDs. Oh, I should also mention before we keep going, Lionsgate fully has the rights to put out Thomas DVDs until 2013. But that's we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But as you can tell, there's no more Anchor Bay. So the next one we have is the first of the abysmal season 12. But I don't like hating on season 12. I think it's a okay season. It is batshit ridiculous most of the time, but it does at least have some good stories, fun characters, good music to a certain extent, and good, DVDs. I mean, I wouldn't say this is a horrendous DVD, and it has a good, these episodes are really good, and it kind of helps you show the transition from model to CGI in a very smooth way. And opening up inside, poster art and 3D glasses. Really cool. I explained this in my Railway Friends DVD mini tour. And then the next one we have is Percy and the Bandstand, one of the original ones that has the blue case. We will get to we'll get to team up with Thomas, but we'll cross that when we get there. Again, just like Percy Saves the Day and all those other DVDs, I've had this one for as long as I can remember. So, again, poster art, and it's just blue. So yeah, again, I love the blue cases. They really help to differentiate and have some definition and show something different about the the it's not just all uniform black and white. It's blue and yellow and red, etc. So here we have Hop on Board, the second song DVD from 2008. Again, they're just like trackside tunes. I don't know why they didn't do something like this. CDs were still popular in the 2008 to a certain extent, but I will admit this has some. This is a fairly pretty good DVD at least. I'm not going to say it's terrible, but it is it's nothing too much to scream about. At least we get a turning tray and a CD with it. So yeah, again, ignore the cracks there. That was an accident. The poster art looks really cool. I'll give you that. And then we have two more double features here. On Site with Thomas and Races, Rescues, and Runaways. Yes, I get On Site with Thomas again, but this time it uses the original poster art, but I don't have Races, Rescues, and Runaways. And again, an amazing, this is an amazing DVD that has some of the best stories ever. And it's one of the best, one of the most, very nostalgic DVDs. Although it lost the clip, if you can tell, the clip is just no longer there. There. And again, this DVD has a hard time playing because it's one of those DVDs I've had for like 13 years at this point, or 15 years. I don't know. Excuse me. That long. Then we have New Friends for Thomas and Spills and Chills. Just like before, I've had New Friends for Thomas, but not Spills and Chills. Love this DVD. Really like it. Has a really great, amount of stories, and it's model series Thomas. Glad to see he's being pushed. Just really good. And hey, we got the clip back. And this is our last double feature we're looking at because Universal never really did any other double features, and if there were any others, I don't have them. And then we have the next movie, which is Hero of the Rails. I know this is out of order, but we'll get to that in a minute. Very nostalgic one, release for me, the original 2009 one, but I have the 2014 Universal reprint. Again, love this. I feel like this is a really good start to this era. Martin Sherman does an amazing job as Thomas, and they play with the camera, and they have good music, and it's better than season 13 in my opinion. Poster art of the bottom half, really good. And then we get into one of the most mediocre releases, which is Holiday Express. Oh. As much of a letdown as this DVD is, this at least has some nostalgic DVD. It's nostalgic to me, and even though it's not, some of the stories are fairly mediocre. Thomas's Trusty Friends, it at least has some good bonus features, and there's some very pushes the model series, which is something that Universal never does. Although Universal did bring this back and reprint it, but I don't have it because there's no point in me having a second version of that. On to the CGI series. Splish, Splash, Splosh. Yeah. Love this DVD because it's nostalgic for me. It's a great game and great episodes. Has a lot of fun. Mr. Perkins is amazing. It's a really good, it's a very cozy and very nostalgic one for me. But this is just not the best way to open Thomas and Friends' CGI. There were better ways, and if I were to rewatch the CGI, I would probably watch something like Hero of the Rails or Blue Mountain Mystery. But that's besides the point. Next one is Thomas and the Runaway Kite, and yeah, Charlie is just does Charlie really push the sales? Does he? I don't think so. So yeah, very interesting. This is a more of a mediocre release. This is a downgrade from Splish Splash Wash, but at least has some fun games. And this time it's a squished up version of the whole poster art, so it's you get that. But to make up for it, we have another model series one to look at, which is an okay, but again, it kind of drops the ball in a very hard way. The Greatest Stories. Yeah, I don't. That's yeah. This is a good release when it comes to the bonus features to an extent and the classic episodes. The disc 1 is a really good disc, but disc 2 is mediocre besides the bonus features. At least they have its own original artwork this time, but it's still, this is one of the most, the kind of, it's got a lot going for it, but not enough to save it. And then we got the Hyde and P Blue Mountain Mystery Booklet because they were trying to amp this up, and this was like, I don't know, 2010, 2011. And then we have the next worst. We have one of the worst movies next to Shrek the Third, Misty Island Rescue. Man, I sound like such a robot. As much as I don't like this movie, this poster art is really good. It looks like a movie in a way, like they're showing the stars of this movie up here, and this is the colors are okay. It has some fun bonus features and a good game. Again, nostalgic for it, but I mean, this is one of the worst. I mean, I can't even describe how annoying and mediocre this movie is. Just oh. Although it had a nice Blu-ray release. And it's a squished, if you notice, it was a squished up version of the bottom half of the poster art. So, yeah. So the next one we have is Merry Winter Wish. Again with the roboticness, I mean, my gosh, I mean, I sound like I sound like I'm, on autopilot, which I am. This was the era of Thomas where things were just on autopilot all the time, and if they were just, everything was just so manufactured and neutered, and it just it didn't scream new. It just kind of screamed bland, because that's what this era is. Hey, meet Scruff, a merchandising character. Again, a very old DVD of mine. It is again like Thomas in Charge and you know, Calling All Engines and Push to Save the Day. Not much more to say about that. I think I'm just going to be quiet and just let the I'm just going to go through these and just open and close them because I don't want to talk because I want to save my voice, and also during this era of the show it was so Pop Goes Thomas. The only thing saving these DVDs is the music. And the bonus features to an extent, and Mr. Perkins, but... I got some words about this one. This is one of the oldest. This is probably my first Thomas DVD because this is one of the This is the oldest one I have, and it's so scratched up I can't even finish watching it. The episode A Blooming Mess does not play, so I gotta get a new one of this one. Also, the game on this will not play either. At least we got some Day of the Diesels advertisements. Day of the Diesels, another crap film. This was literally just a this was literally just a toy to market Diesel 10 again. And may I ask, Belle, why? She makes no sense. She's one of the worst and most mediocre, blandest, characters, and has the worst and ugliest design of anyone. She's a ripoff of Arthur. Merry Winter Wish. I don't know why I have this DVD. I can really care less. Just Discovery on the Rails. Okay, now we're getting to a good. Now I'm starting to get a bit excited because this isn't. So this has the Great Discovery on it, and Thomas and the Really Brave Engines. So that's kind of why I needed this because I needed those DVDs. It does have Come by the Rails, but I already had that. So yeah, this is your 2 discs, but it does come with that. So that's the reason I had this, and I already looked. The reason I wrote 2012 was I already saw it on there, and I was just trying to make it more broader. Schoolhouse Delivery. Very interesting. I mean, Mr. Perkins is good, but this is a season 14 DVD, but we're in season 15 or 16. Also, why are we at Random Docks, but the orchard is next to our left? I don't know, but there's we got a fun game on here at least. Charlie again, why? And then at Mr. Perkins is fun, and then there's we got the a booklet in here and Osterhard, and the main menu is like a season 12 menu, meaning they have like the border around it. So yeah. Huzzah! Finally, a good one. Blue Mountain Mystery. After the disaster, Sharon Miller. My gosh, that was one of the worst eras ever. I mean, everything was manufactured and neutered. Wow. I can't even describe how annoying how bland that was. Poster of the top half. And then we have some Mike the Knight stuff in here. I'm not going to get it out, but I bought this at a yard sale. I put this in here so we can have some more flavor into this very interesting DVD. But we all know how it goes. It goes downhill again, unfortunately, with A Very Thomas Christmas. Again, Mr. Perkins is the only thing saving it, and even the game this time is fairly mediocre. I put this in here. One of the worst DVDs ever, I mean. Oh, I can't even. Go, Tom. Fun game, at least. Okay. Merchandising during this era was the bomb. I mean, I think Stafford and Scruff, even though the characters are horrible, they have some very strong, meaty toys, and especially in Scruff's case. Moving on, Railway Mischief. Oh yeah, here we go. One of the best DVDs ever. This is the start of the Andrew Brenner era, and man, oh man, amazing DVD, a slipcover, some good bonus features, amazing voice acting and music, just so, I can't get enough of this DVD. So good. Oh, this is awesome. I mean, I just, this was a total surprise to me, and I just was eating it up. Here we have another double feature of King of the Railway. Oh, stay there. We're going to look at both of these because they both have different inserts. And look at the Lionsgate logo and keep a track of that. A very good movie. It is a bit flawed, but it at least has some sort of effort put into it. It isn't as good as Blue Mountain Mystery, but it still has some good, it's still fairly good. There's your poster art, your inserts, and behind this there is your copy, your digital download. Flip that cover back on. There's no what is it? There's no digital copy with this one. It's just a pamphlet. And getting into the final Lionsgate DVD in my collection, anyways, we have Santa's Little Engine, another cozy DVD. This reminds me a lot of Thomas's Snowy Surprise, although it's not as released all the time. This is a very good DVD. A fun game, a really nice. It's in the menus in widescreen, and maybe the episodes will be in full screen. But man, good music, good characters. This is just so. Oh, I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! God damn, I love it! Mud, Glorious Mud. This has got to be the most interesting DVD ever. It has the last Jack episode, a season 7 episode, the last season 7 episode, 2 season 6 episodes of Alec Baldwin narrating, and to finish it all off, a season 10 episode, and to finish it all off, a random episode from season 3 with George Carlin narrating. It is such a weird ass DVD. Oh, and I love it. And it's shown by Universal, so you know what that means. So yeah. The uniform effects are great. I can't take it. I would have rather this disc to be brown. God. Team Up with Thomas, the 2014 DVD. Again, this DVD poster has been worn down. So we were going so good there, and then we went down, and now we're going back up. Not much more to say about this movie other than it's a masterpiece. Santa's or the Christmas Engine is included with a 2-pack with Hero of the Rails. Take a look at that. Donna's and Discovery was included with a 2-pack with The Adventure Begins, although I got both of mine separate. Not the best DVD. From this one onwards, the picture quality drops severe. Like we're talking 360p or something. It looks like shit. Footage isn't crisp anymore. And I'm guessing they did that intentionally so you'd be more inclined to buy the HD digital release on iTunes or whatever. It's pretty scummy. The Adventure Begins, so cozy and comfy. God, I wish this had a Blu-ray release. There's only 8 Thomas Friends Blu-rays. One of the best DVDs ever, and with a pamphlet. Sodar's Legend of the Frickin' Lost Treasure, man. Oh, that's an amazing movie. Oh, I can't get enough of this. I love this movie. It's so damn good. I could just rewatch this over and over again. The peak of CGI Thomas Ray here in all its glory. I love this thing. And I don't know if you could tell, but that pamphlet there has some is it's all wrinkled up. That's me. So of course I gotta get a new one of these with a pamphlet. Thomas's Christmas Carol. Mm-hmm. It's a very good DVD. Yeah, this is the start of the new Bob the Builder, which really pales in comparison. It looks disturbing, but I'll watch it anyways for you know consistency to have something to watch. Tales on the Rails. Mm-hmm. The Great Race. Fun. This is I don't have the Blu-ray of it, but that is the final Blu-ray. And just like Percy's Ghost of Trick, this is the um I have a white barcode up here for whatever reason. And there's your digital copy. And the newest DVD in my collection, for Thomas has anyways, is Tinsel on the Tracks. S tier DVD. Has some of the best episodes ever of season 20. I love it. And they don't skip out on anything. Well, except bonus features. And this is really annoying here. Ugh, I cannot get this pales in comparison to anything that we've seen before. And oh boy, I can only tell it gets worse from here. Up, up and away. I told you. I've already. I'll once we get it. I'll rant about this when we get to it. But man, this is one of the. This DVD, at least this poster right here. This one is horrible. It's horrific. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's a clashing of styles, and it looks horrible. And it's still that reflective gray. Why? Why are we pushing the Sharon Miller era? That was behind us. Mattel bought Thomas to make the Sharon Miller go away, not bring it back. And we are going to finish off this collection with the final three DVDs of Thomas. Journey Beyond Sodor. Now, I'm not bananas about this movie, but it's good enough warning. It's good enough warning to have a version of it. Also, if you notice, that's a very horrible Photoshop job. Like, oh, that is terrible. And hey, Mattel Creations replaced by the long-deserved Hit. Hit Entertainment actually sold the rights to Mattel during the bankruptcy. Mattel in America has owned Thomas since 2017, but in the UK since 2013. Yeah, not much more to say. Christmas on Sodor, or the only American DVD with season 21 episodes on it. I will admit, this DVD isn't the best, but it has a lot of good stories. Great, and it has 8 episodes, and it has some fun bonus features, and they bring back Mr. Perkins, and it's so cool and great again. And they list the episodes, which is good. I love this DVD. That they really could not have chosen a better final episode to end the saga on. And I don't even know why I don't even know why I'm gonna show this, but I only have this for the sake of to complete the collection. Big World, Big Adventures. Oh, that is such a hard. That is such a big title. Yeah, I don't know what's more to say about this other than um, very horrible movie. I realized after watching this movie rips off Misty Island Rescue. Like, Thomas is a prick in this movie. He's so unlikable and selfish. The animation is and the decisions made by everyone is so baffling. I just don't even know I don't even know how that. I don't even know how I don't know how anyone could watch that movie and say that was good. That movie was horrendous. But like I said, we'll get to that when we get to that. But that has been my we're not looking at anything else but that because I'm getting sweaty. This is the entire Thomas and Friends home media DVD collection. I want to thank you all for watching. We're going on very long here. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time. So bye.